Yeah, let's see if we can go on out and catch a little ride.
346 minutes later.
So instead of going for that test ride, I actually took a nap. It's now the next day.
Took a nap?
I took a nap.
Took a nap and
You know.
he woke up the next day.
And some more stuff came in.
Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy.
T-Rex Racing has a bunch of really good parts for the Rebel 1100. The one I'm most excited for is this big box here. So I often have a several 100-mile commute. Wearing a backpack on a bike for that long is pretty annoying. Especially as much junk as I usually take to work with me, you know. Wow, there we go. So we've got a mount to be able to run my big GIVI I've heard it both ways. Leave me a comment, let me know which one you think is right. I got a big top box, and this is a mount for that. So that thing should mount to this bolt here, and this bolt right here. This will mount right about there. We just gotta get those bolts out. Oh man, that needs a way longer bolt.
Yeah. How do you pronounce that again?
GIVI? GIVI.
GIVI?
GIVI. I don't know, it's European.
What the dog doing?
Gotta get that plate off. Oh my lord.
Do you want some help?
No, I'm big, I can do it. Oh, there's screws holding it in. Hey, there's screws there.
Oh man, that is super hard to see too.
We almost fucked up. I tell you, we have a subscriber joining us for the rally tomorrow. Yeah, somebody hit me up and was like, hey, that looks like fun, I want to go do that.
What are they running in?
He's got a Subi. He's probably gonna beat us, his first time. He ice races around here. Let's go, you bitch.
Bull in a china shop right now.
Doesn't want to let go.
Could it be that guy?
There we go, fuck. Look at that, these just go right on here like it was made for it.
Hey Gavin,
Where's the last one?
did you know that cross thread is better than Loctite?
It is. Cross thread is equal to or greater than torque to
I fucking hate both of y'all right now.
Don't you miss it, Derek?
No, I've got PTSD just from that.
You loved working with us, didn't you?
I really did. It was very fun.
Oh man, this is kind of annoying. Impact!
Interesting, they didn't send you any hardware.
No, I just don't know something. I'm missing a thing. I'm missing a few things.
Yeah?
I think the bolts are too long and it's sitting on the bolts now. We gotta shave these bolts down.
Sawzall.
Maybe. You got a better idea? Probably, but it's going to be permanently under this. So, sometimes in doing the things that we want to do, you're gonna scratch a thing. Life's way too short to worry about a little scratch here and there. It's a lot more important to, like, do the thing that you want.
Yeah.
Fuck that scratch. What is somebody gonna come up to me and say, hey, I thought that was a really cool bike, but that scratch that you can't see, it was a nice bike. Why'd you do that? It is. One. Watch the fingies. Perfect. Now let's see what we got. Yeah, so that sits on there. Oh. The front one is long enough now. The rear one certainly is not. We need different hardware, and it doesn't seem to have come with different hardware.
Wait. What about the threads? The vice grip is...
Yeah, it's holding them.
You're gonna fuck your...
It's holding them good. Perfect. Sawzall. Perfect cut every time. Are you hot?
Well, there's a part of it that's hot.
I'm gonna just hit it with a little grinder to clean up the...
I have to engage my safety squints.
Watch your eye holes.
Safety third.
Rule number 1 is to have fun.
Rule number 2 is get money.
Get money. So this bolt should work for the rear, because you certainly can't reuse the stock bolt. Whether it was supposed to come with one or not, whatever. I found one that works. Just making it not be obnoxious, shiny. Everything on here is kind of murdered out. Chrome is a lot more pain in the ass to keep clean. Ain't nobody got time for that. This ain't a show bike, this is a daily. I'm not trying to ride around looking like I neglect my shit because I have a shiny thing that's just dirty because it's my daily.
Because, you know, it's like 30 degrees outside.
I want to heat up the pizza too.
It really seems like they would have designed this to either work with OEM hardware or included new hardware, but it also didn't come with directions, so I just have to assume that I'm not doing something blatantly wrong and this is supposed to mount somehow entirely differently. But that's on there. Neat.
No, we always get it right the first time, Bob.
I'll put the little base plate back on there. There we go. It's been sitting on a dirty shelf unused for most of a year. So the next thing on the list is a phone charger. If you're not familiar with Quadlock's setup, they do really good solid phone mounts. I have had a RAM mount let go of my phone on the highway at 80 before, and I immediately converted everything to Quadlock. So this here,
You having trouble?
well, it gave a little tab that said pull here, but pulling that didn't help. So anyways, this is supposed to be a pretty smart setup. Automatically knows when the bike is running and charges when the bike is running. And when you turn it off, it stops. So it's pretty smart. You don't need to wire in any extra relays or anything. And we already ran all the wiring for the heated grips. So we already know where wires need to go. We just gotta run them. Easy enough. So we got it wired up. If you're not familiar with Quadlock, you get a proprietary case for your phone. It's got the adapter on the back, and then it just, boop, and it's locked. And this is on a vibration damper too, so if your bike has a lot of vibration. I know some of you iPhone boys have issues with your cameras getting shook up or something, I don't know. So it's on there, and as you can see, it's not charging right now. The little LED indicator is not on. But when we start the bike, so, charger's good. Boop, boop. All right, let's take a look at the last box we have over here. So I'm a pretty big guy, and these mid controls on here are a little bit cramped for somebody that's as large as I am. So we're gonna move it out here somewhere. This kit from T-Rex Racing here, we've got extensions for all of the foot pegs and the foot controls. Well, the 1 foot control, it just has the brake on one side because it's automatic. There's nothing on that side, you know. And we've got some bigger serrated floorboards to replace the little foot pegs that should be a lot more comfortable over distance. Hey, and this one came with directions. Yeah. Well, we got directions and hardware on this one, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so these are really nice. They're super adjustable. You can move the bracketry to a ton of different positions. So, well, let's see how it goes together. Remove the stock foot pegs, remove the stock brake lever. Install T-Rex brake lever. Good idea.
Good directions.
Good directions. Remove the stuff you don't want and install the stuff you want. That's the directions. Oh, it's a cotter pin. I don't know if these were necessarily supposed to come off, but they're in the way of that peg coming out. So. Alright. And it said to remove the brake pedal. That sounds easier said than done, my guy. There's a lot of springs on that. Yep, it sure does. All of those springs have to come off and they get replaced onto here.
You might have better access if you take the whole cover off. Like this specifically. Treading your way.
You could be onto something there, but it's got a lot of screws in it all the way around. Yeah, let's pull those. I don't know if these are engineered to be in the way, but I think they're in my way, so I'm gonna pull them. If it wasn't in the way, certainly not in the way now. Alright, let's get these springs off of here. How the fuck am I supposed to get to that? Ow. Now what holds you on? What, is that a big circlip? How the fuck am I supposed to get that off? You can't get snap ring pliers behind that.
This whole thing.
I'm starting to think this whole thing needs to come off. Yep. Fucking snap ring. Good thing I happen to have a set of snap ring pliers. So if you're looking at doing this yourself, a set of snap ring pliers. That's essential because there's a snap ring on here and you can try to get them off with other methods, but you're just gonna hurt your feelings, honestly. Look at that. Look how easy that is. You try to do that with a pair of tiny screwdrivers and you're gonna be here all day. And there we go. There's the old brake lever out. So now we just put the new one on. Put some grease in here, I guess. The hazmat locker. This is my shit. My universal, anytime I need some random grease, that's my go-to. Boop. Put the snap ring back on. It's not going back on as if I stretched it out. Whack. Let's try to stretch it back in. So be gentle with this snap ring because it does like to stretch out and retain its new larger shape and not go back on right. I just had to stretch this one back in to make it fit back properly. Ooh. Now that this is off, we can hook all these springs back up easier. Ow. Oh, goddamn. Ow. There we go. First try. All the springs are back on there, so put this guy back on here because it should be good now. Alright, that's back on. What's next? Yeah, this is the one for this side. Can I help you, Beans? Yeah, that's extended. Now we just put the new floorboard on instead of the old peg. We should Loctite those. Little foot peg hardware. We're gonna Loctite it just for the f of it. And you lock it down with the set screw. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the lowest setting right off the bat. There we go, it's a 13 for some reason.
You're not moving your controls forward, are you?
Very far forward.
You want to give me that?
Oh man, that's so much further forward. That's nice. Yep, that's the angle it needs to be at right there. There we go. The side is done.
1 hour later.
Now that's way more comfortable. It's a lot less cramped. We're a good 6 inches further forward, and nice big floorboards are nice. So when you're in your riding Crocs, you don't have to worry about the pressure pushing in the middle. You know, it's a lot better. I'm happy with that. So the Rebel's off to a really good start. I mean, obviously it was a pretty good bike, brand new, but everything needs your own personal touches. And I think this is a really good start for being a good daily for this summer. I've still only put like 20 or 30 miles on it. I mean, we'll get some miles put on it, and I'm sure we'll find some other things that need with, but in the meantime, I think it's good. Feel free to subscribe and see what else we get into with it. I'm considering doing some manner of moto vlogs. If that's something you'd be interested in, leave me a comment and let me know. If you want to hear me rant to myself on my drive to work, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, let me know. We can make it happen. I got plenty to talk about. Until next time, I'm Gavin. This is Red Hen Racing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and